Welcome back to One Shots, where we give you the latest breaking news and trending events. I'm Rock Talks, aka Leo Getz.
And I'm Costello, Sergeant Riggs. And right now we're going to give you our reaction to the first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again. And we're going to be talking spoilers at the end of the video.
But before we do that, guys, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and don't forget to like and share the video and leave your comments down below.
So I was so excited for the show for finally to come after so much time waiting for Daredevil to come back. And I'm going to say that I am grateful to Disney that they finally listened to their audience, unlike the shitfucks down the street. If you know, you know. And yeah, they did what they had to do to fix it. And obviously, we've only seen the first 2 episodes. There's still much more to come, but at least they gave me a good intro. I'm like, okay, I like this tone. I like where this is going. Okay, let's go. Pretty much the grittiness, still gritty. So I love that part. The fights still top notch. I did like also the theme. I did like the new theme of the show.
Oh, okay. See, that's where I got to push back, dude. I was kind of heartbroken that they didn't stick with the original theme. Like it's got elements, obviously, of the original theme in there, but I don't think it hits as hard as the Netflix.
Oh no, it's not gonna hit. It's never gonna hit hard. The original one is the original one. You know,
yeah. There
is one that this artist, I can send you the name later. Who does like cover songs for soundtracks.
Okay.
He did one for Daredevil Born Again, and I was like, oh my god, it's just like the original one, but up to a notch higher.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'll send you that.
Yeah, send me the link. I'll have to check it out.
I'll send you the link. Yeah.
What did you think about like the intro video though? Because I didn't even like you see like all the structures falling and crumbling. Right.
I understand why I use that element. I
can see the theme, like I get the theme, but again, it still doesn't hit as hard for me as the Netflix version, the blood. Yeah.
Yeah. I had the same thought originally. I'm like, why didn't they just stick to the blood? But then it hit me. I'm like, oh wait, they have to. It's a different. It's not obviously it's a different show, but it's different meaning because what's happening in the show is we know that Fisk is running for mayor, and for all you Marvel fans out there who know the storyline, this is Devil's Reign, which pretty much Fisk now has all the legit power to go after every vigilante.
So I want to ask, did you find like that the tone was consistent between the first episode and the second episode? Or did you find that there are any tonal differences? Because, like, for me, I felt like the first episode, the tone was very dark, very gritty, very grounded. It felt like they were trying to revive a lot of the elements from the original show. They were paying an homage to what was that one scene from season? I don't want to talk about like the actual scene and spoil it right now because we're going to do a spoiler part near the end of the video.
Right.
But they're paying a lot of homage to season 1. I found in the first episode, but I found with the second episode, I found that the tone kind of shifted a little bit. It's a lot more brighter. You know what I mean? There's you spend a lot more time with Wilson Fisk in the second episode, and I guess the best word I could use is they really try to humanize him in that second episode, and really try to they kind of strip away a lot of the elements that made him in the first 3 seasons, in my opinion. Once, like I said, when we spoil it, I'll talk more about that. But what did you think? How did you find the tones between the 2 episodes?
Well, I wonder, was it the same director? But I did notice, it was a little lighter. True, but it might go back to the darker side, like when Daredevil's on, because maybe they're trying to keep that, since it's Disney, it's on Netflix. They got to try to like, okay, what, way too dark now, a little bit, let's throw you back to the light side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you think of his costume in the first episode too?
I like the costume.
You like it?
I like how it looks. I just want to see the double D's.
Yeah, I do want to see that. I thought there was a lot of reminiscent of Ben Affleck's Daredevil. You see a lot more swinging.
Yes,
Especially in that
yes,
first
I
that
wasn't the
first
only
scene
one who
where he
thought
was
it.
fighting Bullseye, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you see him swing in and whatnot. It felt a lot like Ben's version of Daredevil. I did really dig that. I
And
thought that
dude,
was
like
cool.
it. Oh no, that's a spoiler. I'm sorry, I can't say that.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But yes, dude, it was definitely. I saw a lot of homage for the OG show and Ben Affleck's movie, dude, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I love. I so far so good. You know, I have learned with Disney to be cautious because they haven't been doing good quality lately, but hopefully things change. And this is a good start. I'll give that to Disney. This is a good start. You started good. So
yeah, like I really enjoyed the first episode. I felt the first episode hit really hard for me. It was exactly where it needed to be. There are things that will happen in the first episode story-wise that really upset me, but I'm obviously going to move past that and see where this takes us with the story. But like I said, once we got to the second episode, there was just, like I said, there was a tonal difference that stood out to me. And I hope it shifts more back to what we got within the first episode. I hope they don't try to lighten it up as much as they did, because the second episode, I'll be honest, the second episode did kind of drag. There were some parts of that episode that dragged on a little too long, in my opinion. But once we got to the nitty gritty, towards the end of it, I really did enjoy that.
One part of that episode that I loved. We'll say that on the spoiler review, but just to give you a brief idea, I loved it when Fisk was being a boss. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. So guys, now we're gonna move on to the spoiler section. So if you guys haven't seen the show, you want to go check it out, then come back later and see the other side.
Perfect. Just pause the video right here, guys, and then come back when you're ready. All right, Phil. Spoiler talks. Let's go right into it and let me know, what did you think about the very first episode of Daredevil Born Again?
Foggy!
Yeah.
I cried. Fuck you all. I'm a wimp. Fuck you all. I'm a wimp.
I was pretty upset too, man. Like, I was thinking about it, and it's like, I get it. This is what Disney had planned from the get-go, because originally there was a lot of rumors that he was going to be killed off screen, which is why they didn't want to bring him back. But for them to bring him back and then kill him in the very first episode, bro, that was really heartbreaking to see. I mean, like, we've had all 3 seasons of character development and 3 seasons of this long ride with Foggy and with Karen and with the gang. And just to see it come to an end like that in the very first episode really, really sets the stakes for this new series. What did you think?
Dude, I love where this is going, because like the hero's journey. Obviously, all now obviously is after the death of Foggy, he stopped being Daredevil. It's been a year. And he's hurt, and shit happens, and sometimes it takes time to heal, and I can see the PTSD between Karen and Matt, so I can understand that why she didn't want to talk to him, and all the tension here and there, because shit happens, things hit hard differently to people. So
no, they definitely,
we've seen them through. They've gone, mind you, they've gone through so many tragedies in the original show.
And like they've had their relationship together. They were together at one point in the original show as well. But I guess that's kind of like one of the things that I took issue with the second episode, because they're introducing the new therapist character, which happens to be Matt's new love interest. But in that second episode, I keep imagining Karen in her spot. You know what I mean? You see them going out on dates and holding hands and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why couldn't it have just been Karen? I mean, I get it. New show, new direction, but why couldn't it have been Karen?
Maybe it will be. Well, no, we don't know. We don't know where it's going. maybe the therapist dies.
Well, that's a little grim, but okay, maybe.
Well, think about it. Listen, isn't she now also?
She's well, yes. By the time we get to the end of the episode, she is now.
She's now the therapist of Wilson Fisk.
Fisk and Vanessa. Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I'm telling you, like, it might. You never know. You never know.
Could happen.
I love that one shot scene, the fight sequence.
Yes, in the first episode.
Oh, dude,
with Bullseye.
It wasn't as long as the original.
The original, yeah. But it was just there to pay homage, I think. It was paying homage to the...
It was paying homage, and it went... Because obviously it's the first episode. We might get more shots like that during the rest of the show. We don't know.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
But this was like the perfect like introduction. Like, hey, we're back. You know, and this is how it's going to be.
It was like it was like they were showing respect to the original.
To what was, yes.
Yeah, yes.
So they honor the past to embrace
the future. Yeah.
You know? Something that those shit fucks down the street should learn about. If you know.
But so what did you think about the direction that they're heading with Wilson Fisk? Because this is one of the things that kind of, okay, and like I said, we're only 2 episodes in. We're not too sure where this is heading. But one of the things I noticed with episode 2 is that they really tried to humanize Wilson Fisk, and they really kind of stripped away a lot of the elements that really made me fear him in the original series. Because you got to admit, dude, like when he's sitting in the mayor chair, he does not really look that menacing. He doesn't give off that scary Wilson Fisk vibe that he gave off. And even when he was in the coffee shop having the conversation with Matt, quite honestly, in my opinion, he did not feel anywhere near as intimidating as he did in the original series.
You think they toned him down?
I feel like he was toned down a little bit. Oh yeah. I mean, even when Vanessa admits to him that he was having an affair, and she begs him not to kill the guy. I mean, the Wilson Fisk from the original would never agree to that.
We don't know if he killed him, but we know what he did do, and you can tell
he did do something, because yes, you see that his knuckles were bruised.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know if they were insinuating that he hurt that guy, and that's why now they're in couples therapy.
I think that's where this is going.
Is that where it was going? Is that what you're thinking?
I think that's where it's going. Because she begged him not to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know, but we don't know if he killed him.
Maybe that's the twist that comes down the road in a few episodes. We know
he did something because of the knuckles, but we don't know the outcome.
No, that's interesting. I didn't really think about that until we had this conversation right now. So if that pans out to be true, that's quite a theory. That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Overall, dude, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like the suit. I just want to see those D's.
Dude, I'll be honest. I want to see more of him in the suit. Because this is kind of the thing. It's like we're getting now a new season, and they're starting it off where he doesn't want to. He's given up the mantle. You know, he doesn't want to be Daredevil because of what happened to Foggy, and he's not putting on the suit right now. But it kind of feels reminiscent of season 1, where there was that whole buildup to him actually getting a suit. We didn't get the suit until the very end of season 1. You know what I mean? So I feel like with Daredevil, it's like there's this huge chunk of time where he's not in a suit. And I just want to see him in the suit more often. You get what I'm saying? It's like it seems like it's a creative decision to just keep him out of the suit for some reason.
Yeah. No, dude, I loved I don't know, dude. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy to see like Cox in as Daredevil. Like, again.
I'm really happy he's back. I'm glad that they took this route. They listened to the fans. They listened to the feedback. You know, they did the reshoots that apparently they needed to do, because apparently this show was a real mess when they had originally shot it. But okay, listen, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm hoping that they keep it more in line with the darker, grittier tone of the original series. I'll let the second episode slide for now, but once we get to the third and the fourth episode, I'm hoping that it shifts more back to the tone that we got in that very first episode.
Keep in mind also, the one thing about you said of the tones is that they're possibly using a lot of the scenes they were shot previously.
Okay.
So maybe the grittier stuff that we see now, that's the new shot, the new film, everything that's shot recently.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
So they're probably also reusing old footage,
mm-hmm.
So that's why the tone may be a little.
Well, like I said,
I would think that's something you could fix in post.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I think it was an aesthetic choice for the first episode. I think aesthetically, that was the choice that they were going for with the first episode. I think they wanted to keep it in line with the original series. They wanted to pay homage to the original series. And then I think with the second episode, they're establishing, okay, this is our version of this series now, and we are moving forward in our direction, which is why we see that tonal difference. That's what I think happened there.
I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. And they announced already season 2.
Season 2. Yep.
Dude, that's
awesome, man.
Oh man.
I'm glad. I'm glad that, like I said, I'm glad that they did this. I'm glad they brought back Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio. I'm glad they brought back Vanessa. I'm really glad that they like I said, that they listened to the fans, and it seems like this show is heading in the right direction.
So, Rox, last thing though, what are your thoughts on White Tiger? Because to be honest with you, I don't know much about the of the character.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts?
I'm kind of with you there, dude. I don't know much about the character himself, but I thought it was quite interesting because he seems to be a focal point for this season. Seems like he's going to be a big part of this season. He's now Matt's client, basically, because he was involved in a situation where he was trying to break up that fight on the subway at the subway station, and unfortunately, somebody got killed. I think he was an undercover police officer that got killed. So, and then he also hid the fact that he was what's his name? White Tiger? White Tiger? Yeah. I keep thinking Power Rangers when I hear White Tiger, like White Tiger, Tiger Zord, because I don't know much about this character, so, but anyways, yeah, so it'll be interesting because he seems to be like he's going to be like a focal point of this season. So yeah, it's cool.
So this is what I like about this show is that they said that they were going to be introducing lot of characters.
But they're definitely MCUing it up, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And they made that very clear, I think, when with Fisk's dialogue, when he made that little reference to vigilantes, how they had to throw in Spider-Man there. He had to mention the Spider-Man, right? So they really are MCUing the show up, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, yeah, it'll be interesting to see who else shows up. I know
Punisher. We're going to definitely get Punisher. Yeah,
but we don't know how much time is Punisher going to be. Is it going to be just one episode, or is it going to be on 2 or 3? We don't know. So I do hope that we get a lot of Punisher as well on the show because I'm a big Punisher fan.
It'll be nice if John Bernthal, if he would be a recurring character again, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, and he's getting his special presentation with Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. So is it going to be like a 1 hour thing, like just like a
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like Werewolf by Night.
Awesome. Okay.
Hard R.
Cool. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm always down for more John Bernthal Punisher.
Oh yeah,
he's great. So guys, have you checked out the first 2 episodes yet? Do you guys think Disney's taking the show in the right direction, or is it lacking the grittiness of the original Netflix series?
Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time on One Shots.